So here we fucking go. Nothing I say could have prepared any of us for this. In fact, here's the irony. I literally made a video 2 weeks ago talking about how I don't think YouTube will ever ban someone like James O'Keefe and Project Veritas because they're afraid of him and the truth that he speaks. And he wasn't banned by YouTube, although that may happen soon. But at the time of this video, he's been banned off of Twitter. He made 2 update videos today. Let's take a look.
Just going to check my Twitter account today. Nope. We've temporarily limited some of your account features.
So, first thing is, they claimed that it was temporary, but then said that he has to delete the tweet first.
We've determined that this account violated the Twitter rules, specifically for 1, violating our rules against posting private information.
The information he posted was not private, by the way. And even if it was, he was in line with actual journalism and how it works. Meanwhile, other journalists like on CNN, are able to do exactly what he does, yet if he does it, it's considered bad and a violation somehow. The difference is that what he's saying is actually true.
As a result, we've temporarily limited some of your account features. You can delete this tweet. So they're asking me to delete this tweet to get the account reinstated. What is this about? There's nothing in this tweet that violates private information. This is about Facebook Vice President Guy Rosen from a leaked tape from an insider whistleblower, where Rosen is saying that Facebook, quote, freezes comments in places that algorithms think that there may be hate speech. Project Veritas.
Maybe, and this whole thing with hate speech, like, we know that these social media giants and SJWs believe that hate speech is just any speech that they hate.
Talked to Rosen outside his residence. We asked him for comment. He did not reply. There he is.
When you talk about freezing comments containing hate speech, what do you mean by that? The VP of Integrity at Facebook, showing how much integrity he has.
There's nothing in this tweet that violates private information. By the way, it's the paragon of television reporting to speak with residents outside their homes when it comes to...
So you see a clip of CNN literally talking to people outside of their homes, but yet when a Project Veritas reporter does the exact same thing, it's considered a violation. Incredible.
Matters of public importance. CNN also confronted an alleged Russian operative inside an apartment building. The Telegraph does this all the time. Many reporters speak with people outside on the street. It's just what reporters do. So we're actually not going to delete this tweet yet because I think it would be unconscionable for me to have a different standard than the mainstream press.
I wish he didn't delete it, but you'll see in the second video.
We're going to actually appeal this decision. We think that Twitter has made a mistake.
Well, that's the first thing, James. This is not a mistake. It's a mistake as far as what their guidelines actually say. But it wasn't a mistake in terms of being intentional. They knew what they were doing, and they only did it because you are James O'Keefe.
Reporters are currently reaching out to them for comment. Stay tuned.
So that's the first thing, and then he made an update video to that. It's
Brian
right here.
Fung from CNN just sent us an email. He said, I heard back from Twitter after I asked him about your screenshot that suggests Project Veritas could have its account restored if it deletes the tweet. I'm told that the communication was sent in error and the suspension is in fact permanent.
So there's your thing right there. Somebody from CNN actually contacted him saying that, Twitter told you that if you delete it, you'll get your account back, and all of a sudden that's an error. The account is just straight up fucking gone, which is absolute bullshit and proves what I've been saying, that they are nothing but liars. In error? Yeah. I'm sorry, James. We were being reasonable and that was a mistake. What we actually intended to do was to be a complete fucking asshole. I'm sorry about the mistake. The very notion that we would ever be even partially reasonable is out of the question. Yes, we are assholes. Don't ever forget that. Hi, I'm Twitter. I'm Jack Dorsey. Fuck you, James. Piece of shit.
By not deleting the tweet, they changed their...
They moved the goalpost. So
Cancel your appeal?
cancel the appeal.
Account suspended permanently. It's gone.
Permanent. Like, permanent, by the way. So it's not even like, oh, you doxed somebody or whatever, or showed somebody's home, that particular tweet, or your account is banned for a couple of days. No. It's like, you did journalism, you're gone permanently.
What they did here was they had previously what would have allowed us to delete the tweet. We chose to take the risky option. They contradicted themselves. They told the New York Times one thing, and then they took it back, and they changed their mind. So the appeal process is a...
So just to make it very clear, the Project Veritas Twitter has been permanently banned for telling too much facts, but James O'Keefe's personal page was, like, I guess, suspended for a couple hours and has, as of the time of making this video, is reinstated.
Joke.
Yes.
They said you can appeal this, but there is no such thing, because once the media people, once they started contacting them, then it was game over. So now I have my own account. I'm going to type into this box, I'm typing, I would like to delete the tweet. I am not seeing that option.
Of course you're not seeing that option, because that would be a reasonable request.
Thanks for your appeal. If you'd rather just delete your tweet, you can cancel your appeal. I'm going to go ahead and cancel the appeal. There's nothing in this tweet that violates anyone's privacy. I'm simply quoting a Facebook vice president, a matter of utmost public concern, probably more of a newsworthy issue than the Standard Oil monopoly of 100 years ago. But I'm going ahead and delete this against my own conscience so that I can utilize our Twitter account moving forward. It says cancel your appeal.
I'm disgusted, and I'm kind of surprised too. I'm really surprised that James is just rolling over and deleting the tweet and accepting the fact that the Project Veritas page is gone completely. This is the kind of thing that I would fully expect James to sue Twitter over, because he knows that he's been wrongfully accused or whatever. Like, this is basically a false statement. I think he knows that, James knows that, we all know that. Yet he is deciding not to sue them. I mean, he might change his mind, but based on these two videos alone that he uploaded today, he's clearly has no intention of taking legal action. But I hope in the future he actually does.
If you'd rather just delete the tweet, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to head and now remove the tweet. It's giving me the option to remove my tweet, which I don't want to do, but Project Veritas had this option earlier in the day until CNN and the New York Times called them, and then Twitter changed their mind and said to the Project Veritas account, you no longer...
Like, that's it right there. If you're still a dumbass who doesn't believe in censorship, just the fact that they changed their mind because he's James O'Keefe is all the evidence that an intelligent person needs to this corruption.
I have this option to do this. Here we go, remove. Your account is now restored. There it is, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and go continue to Twitter. The tweet is now gone. I'm going to go back to my account. I'm going to go to my profile. My account it appears to have been reinstated. I'm back.
I genuinely feel terrible for him. This is disgusting, and this is just scary. I mean, I know I say this every time we talk about censorship, but this one is genuinely terrifying any more than any other thing. Like, this is like, they might as well just go ahead and kill him at this point for speaking the truth. Like, for a man who has sued everybody who's gone against him, and James O'Keefe has won every single lawsuit. He's never lost a lawsuit. You'd think that Twitter would have some fear towards banning him because they know that he would usually sue. He's not suing this time yet, but he normally would. And ironically, to this point that I mentioned earlier in the video, I actually made a video on this 2 weeks ago, I just haven't uploaded it yet, where I predicted the reason as to why he would not be banned on YouTube. Now, I know that this is Twitter, not YouTube, but the point remains. This video no longer matters as a standalone video, so I'll just fucking put it in this video. I basically predicted the reason why I don't think YouTube will ban him, and I really hope that after I make this video, YouTube doesn't ban him, because as we know, based on Alex Jones and many other people, when one website bans, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they all follow closely afterwards, because as any intelligent person knows, these social media giants are all monopolized and work together. But anyway, I'm disgusted. I feel so sorry for James. Everybody go, sub to the channels and give him likes and follows, whatever you can do. Even donate to him. But yeah, here's the video I made 2 weeks ago. Did you guys notice something? Despite the fact that YouTube admitted that they're taking down any videos that suggest that the 2020 election is unfair, let's say. I gotta get past the censor and not use very specific words. But I'm sure you know what I mean when I say unfair 2020 election. YouTube has admitted that they're taking down any video that suggests that on the whole website, right? They also admitted that these videos, although they're taking them down, are not going to get you a strike on your channel because they don't violate the guidelines, obviously. So that's basically an admission of guilt. They're saying, we're taking them down not because they're bad, but because we personally don't like them. But here's the interesting thing. One person on all of YouTube is allowed to put up videos of unfair election stuff with proof. And that channel or person is James O'Keefe of Project Veritas. He's allowed to keep up his videos. And do you know why? Not because he's the only one who's right, because we all know that he's right and have made similar videos and our videos got taken down. The reason why his videos get to stay up is because YouTube knows that if they dare take down his videos, then he will sue YouTube. You might be thinking, well, he can sue them all he wants, doesn't mean he'll win. But James O'Keefe has already won every lawsuit so far. And YouTube knows that they're wrong about this, because they're doing it for personal reasons and not for professional reasons. They know that James O'Keefe and Project Veritas will sue YouTube and win. That's why he's the only person on YouTube who gets to keep up his unfair election-related videos. Isn't that ironic? If that's not proof that YouTube knows what they're doing is wrong because they're afraid of him, then I don't know what would be evidence. And YouTube may take down my video for even pointing this out and making them look stupid, but I didn't use any of those forbidden words, so I should be fine, unless of course it's not the specific words that gets me banned, but rather just the factual idea behind it. But regardless, YouTube is afraid of Project Veritas.